Any living thing, organism. An organism is a living entity that can grow, reproduce, and respond to its environment. Imagine trying to assemble a piece of flat-pack furniture without any instructions. Just like each piece of the furniture has a specific place and function, organisms are composed of various parts, such as cells, tissues, and organs, that work together in a coordinated manner to sustain life. Just as successfully assembling the furniture requires understanding how each piece fits and functions in the whole structure, understanding an organism involves recognizing how its components interact to maintain the organism's overall health and functionality. A domain of unicellular prokaryotes with cell walls. Bacteria. Bacteria are tiny, single-celled organisms that can be found almost everywhere and play essential roles in various processes like decomposition and digestion. Imagine you're trying to build a sturdy sandcastle at the beach, but the waves keep washing it away. This situation is similar to how bacteria, specifically a domain of unicellular prokaryotes, have to protect themselves in a constantly changing environment. Just as you would build a wall around your sandcastle to shield it from the waves, bacteria have cell walls that provide structure and protection from external forces, ensuring they remain intact and functional despite the challenges around them. The kingdom of organisms that absorb nutrients from dead matter, like mushrooms or molds. Fungi are living things that break down and feed on dead plants and animals. Imagine dealing with the clutter in your house, where every corner seems to accumulate piles of old, unused items. Just like how you need to sort through and manage this clutter to maintain a functional living space, fungi play a crucial role in ecosystems by breaking down dead matter, such as fallen leaves and decaying wood. In this analogy, the clutter represents dead organic material. Your efforts to clean and organize symbolize the fungi's role in decomposing and recycling nutrients, and the resulting tidy space parallels the rejuvenated environment that benefits from fungi's nutrient absorption. An animal with a backbone. Vertebrate. Vertebrates are animals that have a spine or backbone, like humans, birds, and fish. Imagine trying to stack a pile of books without a sturdy bookshelf to hold them upright. Just as the bookshelf provides essential support and structure to keep the books organized and stable, a vertebrate uses its backbone to support and structure its body. The backbone in vertebrates, much like the bookshelf for books, is crucial for maintaining the body's form and enabling movement, acting as the central framework around which everything else is arranged. An animal without a backbone. Invertebrate. Invertebrates are animals that do not have a spinal column or backbone. Imagine trying to build a house of cards on a slightly uneven table. Without a stable foundation, the cards can easily topple over, much like how invertebrates lack the rigid backbone that vertebrates rely on for structural support. Just as the table's uneven surface leaves the house of cards unsupported and vulnerable, invertebrates are animals that function without the internal backbone, instead relying on other structures or their environment to maintain their form. The basic unit of life. Cell. A cell is the smallest living part of an organism that carries out essential functions. Imagine trying to build a complex structure, like a skyscraper, using only small, uniform blocks. Just as each block serves as a fundamental piece that contributes to the entire building's stability and function, a cell serves as the basic unit of life, forming the foundation of all living organisms. In this analogy, each block represents a cell, where the skyscraper is akin to an organism. Just as removing or altering blocks can affect the building's integrity, the health and function of cells directly impact the overall organism's well-being. a group of similar cells working together to perform the same function. Tissue. Tissue is like a team of cells doing the same job to help the body work properly. Imagine trying to bake a batch of cookies, but realizing you only have one type of ingredient. This situation is similar to how tissues work in the body, where a single type of cell comes together to perform a specific function, just like you need all the same kind of ingredients working together to make a batch of cookies. In this analogy, the similar cells that form a tissue are like the same ingredient, such as flour or sugar, working together to achieve the goal of creating delicious cookies, just as tissues work to perform vital functions in the body. The control center of a cell, nucleus. The nucleus is like the brain of the cell, directing all its activities and storing genetic information. Imagine trying to cook a meal without a recipe or any guidance on what ingredients to use. Just like a recipe provides the essential instructions to create a dish, the nucleus of a cell serves as the control center, containing the DNA that guides all cellular activities. In this analogy, the DNA within the nucleus acts like the recipe, directing the cell on how to function and what proteins to produce, ensuring everything runs smoothly, just as a recipe ensures a successful meal. A very small organism that can only be seen with a microscope, like bacteria, microorganism. A microorganism is a tiny living thing, like bacteria or fungi, that you need a microscope to see. Imagine trying to find your misplaced keys in a cluttered room. Just as you need to sift through and focus on the tiny details among the mess to spot the keys, scientists use microscopes to see microorganisms like bacteria amidst the vastness of the unseen world. The connection is that both scenarios require tools and techniques to identify and focus on something small and elusive within a larger, overwhelming context. A group of tissues that work together to perform a function, like the heart, liver, or stomach. Organ. An organ is a part of the body that performs a specific job, like pumping blood or digesting food. Imagine a group of friends trying to prepare a dinner party, each with a specific role. One cooks, another sets the table, and another manages the music playlist. This is similar to how an organ functions in the body, where a group of tissues works together to achieve a specific purpose. Just as each friend contributes to the overall success of the dinner party, different tissues in an organ, like the heart, liver, or stomach, collaborate to perform essential functions, ensuring the body runs smoothly. A group of organs that work together to perform a specific function, like the digestive system. Organ system. An organ system is a collection of organs that work together to perform a specific job in the body. Imagine trying to bake a cake without a recipe, with each person in your kitchen randomly adding ingredients or adjusting the oven temperature. This chaotic scene is akin to how our organs would struggle to function efficiently without the organized cooperation found in an organ system. Just as a recipe guides bakers to work together using specific ingredients and steps to create a cake, an organ system, like the digestive system, coordinates various organs to transform food into energy, emphasizing teamwork to achieve a specific function. The process by which plants use sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water to make food. Photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, plants take sunlight and turn it into energy to grow. Imagine you're trying to cook dinner, but you only have raw ingredients and no recipe. Just like how you need to gather and transform these ingredients into a meal using a recipe, plants gather sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water to create their own food through photosynthesis. In this analogy, the raw ingredients are like the sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water, while the recipe that guides the transformation into a delicious meal is akin to the process of photosynthesis itself. A group of similar organisms that can breed and produce fertile offspring is called a species. In simple terms, a species is a group of living things that can have babies together. Imagine trying to pair socks after doing laundry, where only matching socks form a proper pair. Just like how only socks that are similar enough can be paired to form a useful set, a species is defined as a group of similar organisms that can breed and produce fertile offspring. The connection here is that just as only socks that are designed to match can function together as a cohesive pair, only organisms within the same species have the right design to successfully reproduce and create fertile offspring, maintaining the continuity of their species.